It's early. Very early. Not too early for a walk.
The Falklands Walking Festival began on the weekend with hikes around Darwin and Bertha's Beach. I missed them, however on Monday I woke up early and committed to completing all of the other walks the festival has to offer. That's a total of 57 kilometres over 5 days. The first walk for me was a stroll up and down Surf Bay. It was familiar territory, but a good way to wake myself up. Surf Bay was declared mine-free 15 years ago, in 2010. The sand here had to be relaid on its crater-filled moon-like surface. This morning, walking across the smooth white sand, that history was hard to imagine. Despite the early hour and the morning chill, turnout was good.
Are you enjoying the walking festival?
I really am. I've only just arrived on the island and it's a fantastic way to meet new people and get to see a little bit of the beauty and the lovely beaches and the wildlife as well.
Yeah. I wasn't at the walk yesterday. What was that like?
Blowy, very, very blowy. It was great. It was fantastic. We walked along Bertha's Beach. It's really, really vast, and we saw dolphins playing in the surf, and it was a real treat for somebody like me who's never been here before.
Some studies have found that those who go to bed and wake up earlier are likely to be in better health and get more exercise than those who get up later. But the most important thing is to stick to a routine. I definitely am not used to being up before the rush hour traffic.
I feel like we're coming back to the start now, or to the end I should say. Looks a bit longer when you're walking this direction on the beach, I reckon. Got some mountains to go, some marathons, some distance covered.
We dipped a little way down the beach to pick up the remaining few metres, and at the end, we each got a badge. It was a nice easy start, but Monday had a bit more of a challenge in store that evening.
The workday is over, so I'm heading out to the car, then off for another walk. This time I'm going up a mountain, so that's a bit different. This one I have not done before, Mount Harriet, so I'm quite excited about it.
I've been tasked for my sins to lead this today, and I've been up and recce'd it. It's actually 900 metres from the top down here to the bottom, and whilst it's a bit tough going up, it's probably even harder coming down that slope.
How are you feeling about this walk?
Pretty good. I'm excited because it's a bit more uphill, a bit more challenging. I think by far this might be my favourite.
Yeah.
But that's because I prefer hiking more than walking.
How have you been roped into doing this?
I'm one of the few locals really that probably walk around the hills on a very regular basis, and as I'm retired, of course, this is my day job, is walking the hills. I looked for a route that was not quite as steep.
Do you think you succeeded?
I think so. There really isn't another way you can go. There's a couple of theories as to how Mount Harriet got its name. One was that it was the name of one of the early whaling ships that were here, and the other, it was the name of the wife of a completely different ship's captain that was here. We're not sure exactly who Harriet was, a ship or a lady.
Apart from the Midnight Marathon, all the other routes of this week are all new.
Well,
yeah.
And what are you aiming for through the festival?
Mainly to create awareness for people who may be new to the islands, maybe don't get out as much because they don't have the time, to experience the Falklands and what it has to offer, like the outdoors, and also to bring people together.
That thing just over there, the other side of the rocks, that's the remains of an 81mm mortar. That this was a hill in 1982 that 4-2 Commando took. I mean, it really was an exceptionally well planned and executed battle, because the Royal Marines actually came all the way around and they went up almost the route that we're going up.
Oh, really?
When everybody else was pointing west.
Nice view from up here.
So this is the end of the climbing as such.
Yeah, it's wandering.
Yeah. It's all reasonably flat from here on.
As the climb ended, reminders of the past became more common. We passed the remains of many rusted guns.
Because there are somewhere around here, there's the remains of the radios.
We took in the history and the views at the same time, grateful for a chance to catch our breath. There was also plenty of nature to see.
Or it will be the vanilla daisy when it flowers. So this was part of the wall that actually went from Wall Mountain all the way along to Mount William and then down to Moody Brook.
We paused for a rest and a photo by this well-placed memorial.
They all had to, so presumably, they take your boots off, put on your plimsolls.
In the actual Battle of Mount Harriet in 1982, 42 Company had only one casualty, Corporal Lawrence G. Watts. Soon, it was time to move on.
Down we go.
Oh, this has been great.
Has been.
Look at the views we got from up here. And, yeah, you know, we couldn't have got a better evening for it.
Congratulations.
Oh, it was beautiful. The weather is beautiful, but at one point I thought I was collapsing, but I did it! I did it!
It was somewhat challenging. People were panting a bit, but we all got up the hill, so well worth coming out for.
And before the walk was over, there was still time to spot a pale maiden or two. It was a sense of achievement to reach the bottom and receive my second badge of the week.
Thank you very
The
much.
climb up Harriet was one of my favourites. The next walk was a day and a longest drive away.
The walk begins and with it the rain. Just in time. Feeling improperly dressed for this.
On the longest walks, it's in the worst weather.
What's it going to be for the midnight marathon?
We ventured out along the track, a stark difference to the open ground to walk the day before. Here the view was populated with miniature ponies. Fitzroy Farm is named after Captain Robert Fitzroy of the HMS Beagle. Another Captain Robert, this time Robert Pack, arrived in the Falklands in 1851 and leased the farm. He is credited with introducing large-scale sheep farming to the islands. An aeroplane attack on RFA Sir Galahad and RFA Sir Tristram at Fitzroy during the war resulted in the worst loss of life for the British task force. 54 men died and 46 were injured. As a result, several memorials stood at the end of our walk. On the day, many men were rescued by heroic Sea King helicopter pilots. We then walked up the hill to take in the final 3 memorials. This was one of the easier but most interesting walks. It gave you a lot to think about. As the walk continued, the rain began to clear. We encountered some rock shacks and people made sure to stay safe when taking photos.
Why did you decide to join in the Walking Festival?
Well, I need some exercise. I stopped smoking a while ago and I forgot to exercise, so this seemed like a good way to kickstart and to support the tourist board as well. Oh, this is my first year and I enjoyed it so much yesterday that I press ganged a busload and brought them out today with me, so I'm probably going to be shunned for bringing them out in the rain when we get home.
Yeah, and how have you found the walk today?
Brilliant, and we're actually seeing beautiful skies. There's rainbows up above us and there's sunshine, and yeah, it's wonderful. I love walking, that's what I do. That is, I'm known for my walking, so I walk all over the Falkland Islands, well, East Stanley itself. I've never been to Fitzroy. It's the first farm I've been to, I think.
Was that part of the reason you decided to come out?
Part of it, yeah.
I'm quite happy with the turnout, and I'm glad everybody's out and doing it.
Yeah.
So I am very happy. The sun's come out now, so that makes it 10 times better.
How did you find the walk today?
It was quite nice. Yeah.
What was your favourite bit?
I think going and seeing the view from the memorial was quite nice.
At the end, badge number 3 was added to the collection. By this point, I covered 9 kilometres, only 48 more to go.